Hello everybody and welcome to a GolfWeek.com special report. Asher Wildman being joined today by the editor of Golf Week magazine, Jeff Babineau. Jeff, have you been busy today?
Yeah, we've been a little busy today, running around and chasing the Tiger news, but no different than the last 4 months, I guess.
Well, Tiger Woods has come out and said it. He's going to make his appearance this year at the Masters, his first appearance on tour. Is that the right decision?
You know, I mean, Asher, there's only one guy who knows for sure if that's the right decision. That's Tiger Woods and how ready he feels. Isleworth is 5 minutes down the road right here where we are, and he's been pounding golf balls behind those gates, so he knows if he's ready or not. And to me, it's not a physical test for him getting back out of Augusta. It's going to be the whole mental test of playing golf when you know people are behind those ropes viewing you a little differently than ever before. But we'll see what happens in less than a month.
Now, you've known Tiger since he was 16 years old, is that correct? So when you see him at the Masters, what kind of things are you going to be looking for on the personal level? Well,
I mean, I guess he's just under the gun more than ever just to watch him, see how he reacts, how the fans react to him. It's the safest place he can return. I mean, obviously it's a guarded environment there. Tickets are hard to get.
Sure.
They're $200 face value and thousands of dollars out on the street. So, it's an older crowd. It's a respectful crowd. I mean, Tiger says he has great respect for Augusta National and the Masters. And I think, conversely, they're going to look at him with great respect as a four-time champion.
Let's talk a little bit about our backyard. You mentioned, he's not going to play the Tavistock Cup. He's not going to go to Arnie's tournament at Bay Hill. Do you think that's the right move? I mean, he is a local Orlando guy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to steal an awful lot of thunder from Bay Hill if he did come back there. And it's tough logistically at Bay Hill, just security-wise,
Sure.
and all the places you can enter over there, who would be attending for media. You have the Tavistock Cup going on Monday and Tuesday at Bay Hill, which takes away the limelight, and if Tiger did something on Wednesday, it would totally overshadow the start of that tournament. So in that sense, I think it's probably a relief more than anything at Bay Hill. He'll play there in the future. He's won so many titles there and is a great champion over there, and he'll be back over there, just not this year.
Now, Tiger obviously will not be playing in any other events because the Masters will be the first one. Do you think he'll be ready? I know you can hit balls on the range, but
Right.
You're not getting those rounds under your belt. Will he be ready?
That to me is probably the biggest question. I mean, one thing we've always learned with Tiger Woods since his amateur days, professional days, the guy just doesn't show up. I mean, he's there to win a golf tournament every time. As an amateur at Augusta, he was there with the mindset that he was trying to win that golf tournament. And probably the only time I've ever seen him when he wasn't armed to win a tournament was in '06 when he returned at the U.S. Open. He came back at Winged Foot and just struggled for 2 days, missed the cut. It was after the passing of his dad, Earl. He just wasn't ready to play. This time around, as we said, physically, he'll be there again. It's where he's going to be mentally. I mean, in '06, he wasn't there mentally. Is he going to be sharp enough this time mentally to play well and contend?
Now, Jeff, you have special access that a lot of us don't have the honor and privilege to go to. You have inside the rope access. I know you can't go in the locker room, but with that said, how do you think the vibe's going to be when Tiger goes in the locker room for the first time? How are those players going to greet him?
Well, I think he's going to be greeted warmly. I mean, let's face it, these guys are playing for 3 times the money they were playing for before Tiger got out there. He's made a lot of these guys rich and put a lot of nice sports cars in the driveway, and they like Tiger Woods. I mean, in general, the players out there really enjoy playing with Tiger. They like the fact that this guy keeps raising the bar, and they have to chase after him, and he's going to be greeted warmly by the fellow players out there. I mean, it's going to be tougher to win once he's back on his game, but in the bigger picture, they're going to be done answering questions about him, and he'll be out there to answer for himself.
Now let's talk about the fans. Obviously, he's not going to get heckled by the New York rowdy crowd at a U.S. Open. What about the Southern hospitality in Augusta, Georgia? Is that going to be a friendly atmosphere and environment for Tiger?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby Jones created that tournament with the idea of such a docile, genteel environment. Southern Championship there, and the fans he wanted the most educated fans in golf. Frankly, I might give that ribbon to the people at the British Open, or the Open Championship
Sure.
each summer. But you have a great crowd at Augusta, people that have been there year after year, people that have seen Tiger win championships there and are going to revere him and hold him in that regard. And as far as a controlled crowd goes, he couldn't pick a better place.
All right, before we let you go, how do you think he's going to do?
Well, I mean, with Tiger Woods, you can never say never, Asher. I mean, this guy, he's won 4 championships at Augusta National. And even though he hasn't won one there since '05, he's been in the hunt. He's had a couple seconds. He was 6th last year, putting awful. So all that he's been through and everything he's going to deal with there mentally, you still think somehow on Sunday you're going to be writing a story where he's a factor.
All right, well, we'll just have to wait and see if the magic happens with Tiger Woods at Augusta National. For Jeff Babineau, I'm Asher Wildman. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this GolfWeek.com special report.